Okay guys, so here's one of the first videos of my new bike. I was gonna make videos on, or a video on how to take apart the clutch cover because it's just this one giant cover. But I figured, I got a little too excited, so I stopped, or I just did it without filming it. But what I did take this apart to do is I wanted to check the clutch, and we're gonna look at this together right now. So I already got the pressure plate off, and it's in good shape. The springs and screws are in the clutch cover, and just by taking it off, you could see the clutch plates are like brand new. They're thick and they're nice. So now I'm going to take all these out, and since this engine is going to be apart for a while, I'm going to put them in a bag and fill the bag with oil so they don't dry out. So I'm going to be taking them out, then throwing them in this bag, which I'm going to open. Give me a second. I'm only one guy today. Don't have a cameraman again, so you're going to have to bear with me sometimes. But I'm going to take the clutch plates out. So it's the first one. Nice and pretty much brand new. They're very small too. And metal discs look brand new. It looks like a aftermarket clutch for sure, but it's still brand new. I mean, if you haven't watched the video of me, I'm just gonna put these in here first. The first video I ever made of this, it was in a basement. I was saying how it was in basements for just kept transferring from one owner to another and stayed in a basement for pretty much over half of its life. So it's really mint. And didn't ride this yet, but I did get it to start. And the only reason why I didn't ride it is because, number one, we didn't really put it together all the way in rideable condition. But I do have the chain, and the sprockets are good enough to ride it with. But when I tried pulling the clutch actuator rod right up there, that little thing that the clutch cable connects to, it wouldn't move. So the suspect is that or what I suspect that's wrong is this has been sitting for a very long time, and the clutch plates are glued together, and they kind of are, because if you haven't noticed, it's a little hard for me to get these plates up one by one, and normally they don't stick like that. So, but once I'm starting to get these plates out, and it's looking like this clutch is just, the basket looks like it's brand spanking new. I mean, I cannot even feel a single groove on there. This bike is so tight and just so mint. It's like, for its age, it's just, I can't believe it. I mean, it's too bad I don't have all of the money right now to restore this thing. You know, new plastics and graphics and, everything that it really, really needs, and, repaint it and all that. I will eventually, but right now, my priority with this bike is to get it apart, inspect everything, find out what it needs. I already know it needs a new head. You can see right there, crack. Yeah. In this video also, if you guys stay tuned for a couple minutes after I get all these plates out, I will take the head off and I'll show you guys inside the cylinder too. But yeah, I'm just getting all these plates out. See, the basket, actually I was looking at the wrong side. That's like the side that the plates don't engage on that side, and on this side the plates engage, and you still can't even really tell. There's just absolutely like nowhere at all. But this is the last clutch disc. Spins nice and free. No wobble. This doesn't even wobble. The outer basket doesn't even wobble that much. My new 2006 bike has a lot of wobble in the basket, but that's just how they're made. Yeah, wow, this is just in great condition. And this would be the actuator rod. Not even a big little dot in there. There's a little ball in there. But it obviously has been taken apart. I mean, if you look, someone's been tooling around with that crust washer a couple times actually, but I mean, it's in really good shape. It really is. The only bad part so far, now this is the only, like I said, the only bad part I've had with this bike so far. There's a little chunk missing out of the case. It wasn't leaking oil when I had it. You know, we ran it and everything, and I drained the oil, and there was a bunch of oil in it, so it wasn't leaking. But as you can see, they used RTV over a gasket too. So what I'll do is I'll probably JB weld that, sand it down, and you know, kind of lap the cases, sort of, and it'll be okay. Not too worried about that. But these old bikes are cool, man. This is the power valve actuator. It's for your water pump. See, that should spin. Yeah. Really cool. I really like it. This thing is pretty neat. And to sum up this video, I'll show you guys that cylinder. Gotta try and lean this up without losing any parts. Let's try not to do that. Alright. So here's the head. The old plug, too. At least a 15-year-old plug still worked. But we even reused the head gasket, too. So you see the head's a little damaged in there. Didn't really affect anything. Doesn't really matter. The HUD gasket's pretty shot, but we used it. Didn't fill it with coolant because if you see there, let me hold this up to the light, you'll be able to see the crack. If I get the camera positioned right there. You see the light shining through? Yeah. Cracked head. Right there. Pretty big too. But look inside the cylinder. It's not too bad. It's a little dirty. It was all rusty. Just sanded it down a little bit, used a little bit of Scotch-Brite, and it was okay. We turned the engine over, bring it all the way up to the top of the piston. It's like brand new. It does have a lot of wobble in it though. Can't really see it, but it is also bored 40 over. Can't see it, but on top piston has been bored out, so that's cool. If I have to buy a new piston, it won't be that bad because you know, cast iron sleeve, you can easily bore it out and do whatever, so I'm not too worried about that. But otherwise, it's really in pretty damn good condition. The cases got case bond everywhere, but that doesn't matter too much to me. And here's a look at the basket. You can see it's not even that bad. I'm feeling it, and that's not that bad. It looks bad. I felt tons worse, and the bike still worked fine. The inner basket is fine too, but that's really small. And yeah, so just a quick little update video I wanted to show you guys about this bike. Next time I make a video and it's taking something apart, I'll make sure to try and film it. So any of you guys out there who have these 85 YZ125s can do what I'm doing, because there's not a lot of videos.